Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 and Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.
ISUPK.
Commander General Yohana putting in that work. Create soldiers.
That's like work. No sweat. I got a bunch of soldiers I can go get.
See, when you empower young men with education in the Bible, they don't grow up to be drug dealers. You want your son out of prison. You want your brother and cousins to not go to jail. You want to convince them to get off the corner. Let them really learn about Christ.
I ain't top 40 or nothing, but I can do that. To make a single is no biggie, not even 2-pack. My tracks beat so hard, leave a nigga blue-black. And when it flood, had them young bloods like how you do that. I'm old school, straight out the city like I'm a new jack. And I was raised in these streets, now where was you at? See, I'm the type of boss that walk in like where the loot at. And you the type of sucker that real niggas will shoot at. Enough about me and you, cause we know what the difference is. Y'all talk too much, like compound sentences. I'm about to murk this beat, hope I don't leave no witnesses. When we slide through, it's real niggas on the premises. You think you done seen it all, but this is just the genesis. Say you wanna run it, you better lace up your tendencies. Ain't about how you can get it.
We want no cowards and I get holy man, big fast and die. We want no cowards and I get never let their brothers fly. We want no cowards and I get holy man, big fast and die.
ISUP.
or Shut Up Radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 and Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America. The 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Barakathum to all the brothers, and Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Lathan Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah. Again, this is another episode, 97th episode, Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Guess what? We coming to you live, man, in full effect. Rough, rugged, and raw. Y'all know how we get down, man. This is the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we educate blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, West Indians from North, Central, and South America, all right? We inform them of their true heritage, which is comprised of these laws, statutes, commandments that's in this Bible. And Boot Up or Shut Up Radio is another outlet, right, to get into the minds of our people, man, who just can't, catch on to that classroom setting, or they may feel that our street speakings are too offensive and it's too, militant and so forth. So, there's different outlets that Commanding General Yohana has set up. And again, these ISUPK radio affiliates, all my radio affiliates out there, doing the radio shows. Big ups to all my brothers, man, that's out there putting in that work and reaching and going all around the United States and abroad. All right. So big ups to that. Listen in, man. Now, before we get started, I want to vocalize, a big shout out, man, and a rise in power to Priest and Officer Makatazah Banya Hawada, man. All right. And, again, may he rise in power, that mighty man right there. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and move forward the best, as best as we can, and with our brother Makatazah in mind. All right. Now, also joining us tonight, we have Priest and Captain 13,000 Kahantham Yard is in the building. All right. And he'll be calling in just shortly, and we're going to get this whole show tonight rocking and rolling. Y'all know we didn't come on last week because of the passing of Officer Makatazah. But this week we're back, and we're going to go ahead and get these stories. It's so much information that we have out right now. I mean, it is tons of information, man. Okay, so we're gonna try our best. Okay, we're gonna try our best to get it out, doing the best that we can. All right. So, hey, Shalom, Cap. Y'all about Shem Shakathah. All right. Cap is in the building. Let me hear you one time, Cap, on the test real quick.
Mic check 1 2.
All right, you ready? Check. That's 1 2. That's it. We ready. Okay. So that is Priest and Captain 13,000 Kahantham Yard in the building, right? You know what I'm saying? And listen, man, he sent me some stories this week. Cap, we're gonna have to move right through these because it is so much information. Like right. You cannot make it up. And so I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it from here, and do your thing, Cap. I'm right with you.
All right, Most High in Christ, I want to thank you. I want y'all for having me on the show. Once again, before I get started, I want to say, rise again to our brother, Officer Makatazah, who just transitioned recently. Shout out to his family, which is our family because we all ISUPK, and what I'm saying, we're gonna bury that brother this Tuesday. Okay, so shout out to him. We love that, but had a great time in Atlanta with that brother. What I'm saying, our condolences goes to all of our brothers and sisters that loved him, and we're gonna continue to push this truth in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that brother, man, and all the work that he put in the school. And it's a perfect example of how brothers should be and sisters should be in this walk in the body of Christ.
That's right.
So, and so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on. But I just want to make sure that I said that for all our brothers and sisters that's listening, all our brothers and sisters that love that brother, because we all loved him. And he was a special, beautiful brother. You understand? So once again, so shout out to all our memers and streamers, those who support the show, those who share the show, those who take this information and this truth that we're giving, which is the gospel of Christ, and spreading it abroad. And those who are now coming into this truth, coming into the body, walking in, choosing to walk into the light, to be free spiritually from this oppression, which would eventually manifest into being free physically from this oppression. All right. So I want to say shalom, Yahweh Shemal, done by Shem Yahweh. Shout out to all the sisters out there. We got a lot to talk about tonight. As you know, America, is I mean, forget about it. We going into full out, damn near dictatorship when you're dealing with the political world. And there's a split in that world and in the religious world. And all these things are centered around race. You understand? Once again, the race card. Okay? So let's get right into it, man. Let's go to story number 2, my brother.
Come on.
Go to story number 2. And we're going to be going into scriptures like we always do. So we encourage you, if you have a Bible, to get a Bible close by so you can follow along. And we're going to be reading out of the best, of course. Those who follow the ISUPK knows that the most accurate translation, according to the Hebrew scrolls, would be the King James Version of the Bible. All right, so make sure you got any other version, it's going to be hard to follow along. You want the closest translation to the Hebrew scrolls, and that's the King James Version. All right, so make sure you get that together. Take notes. We're going to go into it tonight. All right. So you can go ahead and start me off story number 2, my brother.
Come on. All right. So here we go with story number 2 for tonight, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and put this up here for everybody real fast. Mm-hmm. All right. Now story number 2. Here we go. All right. On the screen. Okay. A Florida couple. Okay. A Florida couple says home was appraised 40% higher after removing black relatives' photos.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to something now. A lot of y'all went down there to the March on Washington this past week. Okay, I want to say this weekend. Okay, you're saying you wanted to keep the dream alive. That's what you said. You said the dream is still alive. Now, here we are in 2020, and we told you before that racism does not have an expiration date.
That's right.
So now, this house had lost value. The house lost value because of the images, the pictures of black people on the wall. And you let that resonate. All right. You let that sink in right now. Because we're going to go into the whole thing. And remember, we thought integration would increase our value as a people. That's what we thought. We thought that it was going to make us more valuable by joining them, by being able to sit at their lunch counters, by being able to integrate with them. This couple is a mixed race. Go ahead, brother. Keep reading. Salah.
I don't want Khan. Yeah, so... you said it, Cap, so we're going to go ahead and let me go ahead and put that picture up here as well, all right? Let me go ahead and get in. All right, so now the Florida couple says home was appraised 40% higher after removing black relatives' photos. All right, now, a mixed-race couple in Florida.
Hold on. Can you repeat that first sentence one more time, my brother?
Khan. Florida couple says...
No, I'm sorry, where it says a mixed race.
Oh, okay, Khan. A mixed race couple in Florida.
Do you want that? Do y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? A mixed race,
Right.
meaning two different races, a black woman and a white man.
Oh, no.
So go ahead, brother. Keep going.
Connor McCon, a mixed race couple in Florida whose home in Jacksonville was initially being valued by an appraiser at $330,000 back in June, said the same residence was valued at more than 40% higher at a second appraisal after they removed images of their black family members. Okay. Abania Horton, who is black, and her husband, Alex, who is white, opened up about the experience in an interview with the New York Times this week. Now, several months after Horton's Facebook post detailing the episode, it all of a sudden went viral. Horton told the paper that she and her husband initially expected the home to be valued at about roughly $450,000 when they had met with the appraiser in June. Now, according to the Times, a number of the homes in the area can sell for at least $350,000 up to $550,000. Okay. Now at their first appraisal, Horton said her home, which was 4 bedrooms and also bathrooms, was valued $330,000. The value, Horton said in her Facebook post, was for lower than neighboring home sales with fewer bathrooms, significantly lower square footage, and half the land. All right. So Horton and she and her husband ordered a second appraisal. Now, only this time, she said they removed all the pictures of black relatives as well as pictures of African-American greats. She said that displayed to inspire her son.
Okay? Now, hold on. Now.
I know where you're going, Cap. Go ahead.
Now, go figure I wonder who said, let's take all these images down. You see, that word image is a powerful thing.
Oh, man.
That word image is the image is a powerful thing when you look at perception.
Right.
And how you look at things in as far as how you make sense of the world that you're in. And images help do that.
Right.
A lot of the Hebrew alphabet is actually pictures of images when you look at the Lashawan Quadah. So images are vital in helping us understand what makes sense of the world. How do we make sense of this world? How do we categorize things?
Right.
And it's no different than anything else. You understand? This is why we tell you the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is at the tip of the spear when it comes to breaking down and decoding these types of things.
Wow.
And decoding the scriptures, because we are authorized by the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? Commander General Yohana is the true prophet.
Yes, sir.
He has the revelation, and we break these things down constantly to you, even though you get mad and you want to send us hate mail and say we're spreading hate. We don't work for the real estate company.
Right.
You understand? The price went up once they removed the images.
Ooh, God.
The images of who? The images of you. So why do you get mad when we tell you to remove the images of a white Jesus? Why do we tell you to get that image of the beast out of your mind, that mark? When we tell you to defile their images in the spirit by not worshiping those images. By getting those unclean things out of your home.
Right.
So your home can increase spiritual value. To get the accursed things out from among us. Wow. Don't you see the Lord is showing you over and over and over? There is no counsel against the Most High. None. None that prevail. Keep going, my brother.
Connor, if I may, sir, I just want to throw this in there real fast. Like, you know, and it's sad, just like the Bible tells us to do, what tells us not to do, which is integrate, with the enemy. And so, you have this sister right here, who's married to the white man, and then she's had a child, and that child is, considered to be, Esau, right? That is considered a so-called white baby. Okay?
Exactly.
And here she is putting up African American greats inside of her home to display to inspire her son. Her son is white.
Hold on, if I could, I want y'all.
Go ahead, Cal.
And see, that's the problem.
Golly,
that's the problem with integration. We don't know how much damage we have done to generations right now by us integrating. We don't know how dangerous that dream was. See, people love to talk about the few 1% or 2% that made some ground in America. But if you look at African Americans, so-called African Americans, as a whole in this country, we have not made ground.
That's right.
We have not made gains. You can't take 2% of our population and give them success and call it equality.
Damn.
You can't do that. And see, a lot of you out there who the jig is up.
That's right.
That's why you on the run right now. You know the jig is up.
That's right.
You can't even go to the protest with some of this crap that you're saying. Because there's radicals in the protest, and they know what we're saying is the truth. You're gonna go to one side of the protest where you think is okay, and then other people who show up who seeing that that's a bunch of hogwash.
Right.
And they're not even affiliated with the UPK, but they know and they prescribe to some of the things that we say. They know what the time it is, man.
That's right.
This is some hog. Integration is a failed social experiment. Okay? It's a failed. You can't get no more integrated than this. We told you can't integrate no more.
Man.
If you have reached the heights of integration, once you integrate into their bedroom, how much more integration you want to do?
That's it.
How much more of your ass you gonna give them?
Right. That's right.
You can't give no more. You can't get no more integrated in the bedroom.
Right.
First you was at the lunch counter. First you want to ride in front of the bus. First you want to eat that, you want to do everything that you want to go to where they go and get in the same pool. Now you in the bed with them now. And your value still hasn't increased. It actually has decreased. This is what the Lord warned us of, brothers and sisters. This is why none of you can refute that we are the Lord's chosen people. None of you. None of you can refute that.
That's right.
You put us on center stage, we will obliterate you. And
right.
you know it.
That's right. Night.
Because you cannot argue with this. You can't make sense of this with equality. They're a married couple. Man. But they're unequally yoked.
That's right.
Keep going, my brother.
Con, sir. All right. So now, they're putting up the African American greats to inspire her son. Okay.
And if I could, Salaki, I'm trying. I want y'all. I need you to help. Me, brother. Because brother, I know I'm in the fifth chamber. I know it's hot. I'm in hell right. I'm reporting live from hell. Right. I'm in the fifth chamber and it's getting hot. Okay, but I'm trying to get through this. You gonna marry a white man and then put up African American greats?
Oh my God!
Now, how stupid can you be?
Abina, that woman.
You see what I'm saying? This is the problem I have with you politically correct Negroes. You want to dibble in these. Oh, you want the best of both worlds. Well, you can't. Christ said, "No man can serve two masters."
That's right.
If you cared so much about inspiring a child of looking at black greats and black heroes, then why didn't you choose a black man?
Man.
You see what's going on with you? Do you see the inconsistencies with this picture? You see what I'm saying? This is the problem with integration. You understand? You want to put a black face on you want to put a white solution on black problems.
Oh man.
This is what we're trying to tell you. This is why a lot of these people, no matter how rich and successful they are ignorant. Mm-hmm. They are spiritually ignorant. They're politically ignorant all the way around. The only difference is they know how to get money, but they're ignorant and foolish. Go ahead, my brother.
Now, Bina said that they also took down works from authors such as Zora Neale Hurston and Toni Morrison, and instead put up paintings of her husband and his family.
Now, brothers and sisters. Now, hold on.
Night,
Now,
Cap. Good
she
night.
took down. Now,
Woo.
she didn't leave the wall blank.
Right.
Okay. Now, see this right here. If any of y'all, a lot of our kids are now going back to school. A lot of them, they're in school, and some of them that's old enough, they're starting to study what they call the scientific method. And the scientific method, you have to have a hypothesis, and you have to have all these different procedures in place in order to test something to see if it's true, based on what they say is the discipline of science, the introduction. So now, she took down, first of all, the house was appraised low because she had pictures of her family up.
Right.
She took down her pictures and put pictures of his side of the family up. Let's see what happened.
All right, and we continue on. Okay. Now, it says, again, let me go back a little bit. She took down paintings and put up her husband and her family. Now, then she said she took her son, right? She took her son for a convenient shopping trip during the appraisal, leaving my white male husband to show the appraiser around alone.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody stupid. Go ahead.
The home, Horton said, was valued, listen, Cap, valued at $465,000.
Now, hold on. Do you know how much more money that was increased? It went from 330,000 to 460. That's like it's like an extra 100,000.
105,000. That's right.
105,000 more.
Absolutely correct.
Do y'all? How is this much different from redlining?
Boy.
How is it much different? But you call us racist. You want to get mad with Command and General Yohana.
Man.
You want to get mad with Command and General Yohana, but we don't work for the real estate agency. And you know what the real deal? They knew. And let me tell you the sad part about it. Now you imagine how their marriage is gonna be. You imagine how when an argument happens. You imagine, like, you are, and the husband knows that she's not valued like he's valued. Can you imagine what kind of marriage that is? You imagine the self-degradation that goes on. This is why we tell you integration destroyed our self-esteem, because now we are you can't make this type of thing up, man.
Right.
Integration, what did integration do? It decreased our value as a people.
Cap, if I may.
Go ahead.
So now you have the sister, right? The sister, who's married to this white man. Now she, wants to control it, right? So you have a lot of sisters now that are taking on this, white man because they don't want to submit to a black man in the rulership and the power, and let the black man rule over her. And to devalue, she's really devaluing herself. Because she needs a strong black man in order to make her stronger, but she wants to rule. So just even in the picture, right, you can still see the picture of the, of how weak, the white boy looks. You see what I'm saying? And, which really makes her look just as weak. You see what I'm saying? So it's sad. It's sad.
Well, the thing is, you're right. But he's not, the white man is not the alpha male.
Right.
Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian men, we are alpha males by nature.
Right.
But see, you have a society that props up. See, he doesn't have to rely on his masculinity because he has a society that promotes his dominance.
Very true. Very, very true.
So that is what goes on with oppression. Now, the thing is a woman is going to submit regardless. Now, she have to choose to who she's going to submit to.
Right.
And this is why we used to battle, and we still do battle with a lot of you interracial couples out there. And every now and then we come across. I remember going to camp, we would come across a black man, and we would see him with a white woman. And then, you know, a lot of the times, well, I think with the particular camp spot we were, there was like a Starbucks. So he wanted to talk to us. She went to the Starbucks, and we asked this brother. I remember this vividly. I think it might have been in Philadelphia. It might have been one of these cities I was in, but I remember being at the table. He asked his brother, why didn't you pick a black woman? Or why didn't you pick one of these women on this sign? We got 12 tribes to choose from. Do you know what that brother said to us? I remember them saying, well, the thing is, a black woman don't know how to act. Black women, they're more, they don't know how to talk. And they would come up with all these different excuses.
Right.
And then, you know, and it dawned on me that you look at black women, just look at black women all over the world. You got black women in all types of business, all types of study, discipline, talents, culture. I mean, you got black women who you want a nerd, you want a woman that's deal with computers. You got black women that's codifiers and all that, man.
That's right.
That deal with coding and all that.
Computer savvy.
Savvy,
Yes,
gaming
sir.
in the gaming world. You got, I mean, there's doctors, there's nurses, there's
Right.
surgeons, there's librarians. You got all these different things. If you're gonna put them in a box, and you know what that really just shows me, that he doesn't love himself, and that's all that really is.
Right.
There's black women and Hispanic and Native American women in all different fields of study, different professions, different all of that. They like to go hiking, they see the world, all of that, man. Black women, aviation, everything, in every field of everything you could think of, we there. And you mean to tell me you couldn't find one? Nah, you know we're not gonna let you off that easy.
That's right.
And you want to be like Tiger Woods and settle for a nanny. No, it's just, you know, you're not going to win that argument with us. You are a quitter.
That's right.
And you don't love yourself. And really, you want someone to add value to you. And you asking the wrong person to add value. And this is why you have to take your pictures off the wall when you're trying to sell a house with you in an interracial relationship.
Damn. Now, how does she act afterwards, Cap?
I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm just asking a question. Like after the price went up, $105,000. Now she knows, she's in the know. She's completely aware. He's not, and he's aware. So where did they go from there? Like, what is she like? How does she? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does she act after that? What does she tell him? Like,
yeah, exactly.
What kind of conversation takes place? Like.
And listen, and we can be a fly on the wall, which you know, the Lord always reveals these things. Right. You can follow this relationship out for the next 5 years and see how it's going to be. Of course, let me tell you like this: interracial relations and couples right now, a lot of them have to seek therapy right now. We know this, right? Okay, you know we're not making this up. That's right. We have an email address and we got phones.
That's right. That's right.
So you got a lot of people who are in interracial relationships who are seeking emergency therapy right now because of the race problems in America. And this is why we tell you, this is why the Lord prepared us for these times. You understand? A lot of your sanity is based on you loving your people. A lot of you don't. That's gonna go over a lot of y'all head.
Well, that's heavy right there, Cap. Good night. That's heavy.
Your sanity is. But I remember Commander Junior Hunter saying this, and I'm going to repeat it right now tonight. Come on. Commander Junior Hunter always says this. He says, "You better fall in love with your people."
That's right.
I remember, and every time he says that, it dawned. Every time I get mad, I want to, get mad at a black person, rightfully or wrongfully, I have to remind myself of what he said. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Commander General Yohana is in a serious love affair with his people. Right. Damn right. He's a man that is in a serious love affair with his people. He loves blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Like I've never seen a man that really love him like that. You understand? And that shows you that he follows Christ. He's in a love affair with our people. He cannot get out of this love affair with you. Your leaders done gave up on you, You know your pastors done gave up on you, right? You know,
Right.
these politicians and gave it, they done sold your ass to the Democratic Party or the Republican Party or any other kind of goddamn party they got.
Right.
They're selling you for votes. Commander Junior Honor, he's not doing that. He's telling you to come back to the Lord. Brother, you could take me to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3, my brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. And it reads, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
You see what the Lord commanded us? You ain't supposed to give your daughter to their son, nor take their daughter to your son. The Lord said this. The Lord said, don't make marriages with them. And you want to call us, this showing you right here, the Lord was about separation.
That's right, Cap. That's right.
We are not in the time of separation. This is why the dream has to die.
Yep.
In order for you to live, in order for your appraisal in the spiritual realm to rise again.
Man.
In order for your value, you're supposed to be exclusive. Let's talk about value right now. If you was to go to an art gallery, a painting that's rare, and everyone that can't really see this painting, you can only see this painting in a museum or when they open up on display. That painting is a praise, especially if it's done by an artist that's looked at as famous. It is praised higher. It's valued higher.
That's right.
That's
right.
how you're supposed to be.
That's right.
He's not supposed to have a window and a door into your culture, into how you deal with things. It's supposed to be a mystery unto him. But I can go on Google Earth and I can zoom in and I can see the crack of your ass on the street in New York because you ain't covered up, black woman. You understand? The Lord said he was going to reveal her secret parts.
That's right.
You understand? Like, what does that mean when you reveal your secret part? Meaning you don't have any value. Anybody can see you. Anybody, once again, going back to our leadership, our gates are languished. They're weak.
Right.
Anybody get to come in and out of us. Man. That time is about to stop.
That's right. Damn right.
And the UPK is going to be one of the main avenues. They got the key to that lock. And no one is going to be able to go in and come out unless the Lord ordains it.
That's right.
We just putting you on notice. Keep going, my brother.
Let me see. Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. Let me get back over here where I was. Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods.
You see that? Serving other gods, which means what? Let me translate this for you. Promoting their image. Promoting their image.
Right.
Serving other gods.
Man.
Remember, I told you that the Lord gave us statues and gave them statues.
Right.
They need a statue. They need an image because they're heathens. You ever wonder why the Lord never showed you his face? Never gave you something that you can make. He said, don't even make images. Don't make things that's in heaven and earth and bow down and worship him.
Right.
Which is what the heathens do. You can't defile the Lord like that. You understand?
That's right.
You give them, you promote their images. Read that part again. They turn you away from the Lord. Go ahead.
For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
You see that? And that's how you know it's a black man talking. The anger of the Lord be kindled again. No different than a black man saying, I'm hot.
That's right.
Or I'm lit. He's pissed off. And his anger is kindled against you. Why? Because you have promoted them now. And this sister now, if she hasn't been already, she's fully aware of the predicament that she's in. And she's accepted it. She's accepted. And I'm just keep it real. You got some people who accept being beneath other races.
Man.
You got a lot of Candace Owenses out there.
Right.
You got a lot of Herman Cain. We're gonna talk about Herman Cain tonight too, y'all. Did any of y'all hear them even mention his name at the Republican National Convention? Hell no. Hell to the no.
Man.
That is your legacy.
A forgotten legacy.
You understand? Right.
Mm-hmm.
A shameful and forgotten legacy. He didn't caught the coronavirus listening to Donald Trump.
Damn.
Died going to his rally.
Damn.
And they didn't even mention him at the Republican National. Do you understand what we're trying to tell you tonight?
Wow.
I think we're trying to move on to the next story. I want y'all before I break my phone.
Don't do that. We're gonna move to the next
Let's
story.
go on to story number 3, my brother.
All right, story number 3 it is, y'all. All right. And we are going to move on. Story number 3 reads as such. Video resurfaces of white RNC speaker saying cops would be right to be on high alert around her biracial son.
Now, you listen. Now, Lord have mercy.
Golly.
Brothers and sisters, you better make sure you get behind Commander General Yohana 1,000%.
Yep.
1,000%. You better get behind him immediately. Why am I saying this? Because even once again, this shines a light on integration. We shine a light on integration tonight because you took your behind down there to the march. And you want to argue with us on Facebook. You want to argue with us on YouTube.
Right.
You want to argue with us on the street. So I want you to help me make it make sense tonight.
No.
I want you to help me make it make sense tonight about this integration, because you love to highlight all these big head Negroes who get a job at the table, who get a seat at the table. I'm so sick of that term. We need a seat at the table. I told you before. We went into the scriptures on that.
That's right.
What did King David say? The Lord prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemy.
That's right. Right.
David wasn't trying to get a seat at his enemy's table.
Right.
He wanted the Lord to build him a table, and his enemies were going to see it and watch him eat in front of them.
That's right, Cap. That's right.
That's the God we serve. Not going to nobody else's goddamn table.
Right.
You're going to be a waiter. You're going to be a server. You're going to be the butler.
Man. And
rather starve than be at their goddamn table.
And for all the New Testament, Bible readers, the Apostle Paul said it too, Cap. You know what I'm saying? He said you can't be at the devil's table, and at the and
come on, man,
and be at the Lord's table and the devil's table. Yeah.
Who that scripture? What you saying is spot on. What you saying is spot on. Look, Paul, and Paul saw what was going on. Paul saw the same thing we seeing today.
That's right.
He saw the same, the prophets of old saw the Apostle Paul saw the same thing he was going to do in his travels.
That's right. That's right.
He saw it because he saw them trying to eat from both goddamn tables. Man. Woo. He saw them trying to have the best of I want to be in this world. I want to be. He said, no, you can't do that.
Right.
And it's another scripture where it said, you don't be polluted with another man's bread, man.
Good night. That's right.
We can do this all night long.
Right.
I'm in hell. I'm in hell.
That's right. Good night. All right, I'll get that for him. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 20 and 21.
Come on.
But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Verse 21.
Hold on. Do you understand what Paul said?
Call them
y'all
devils,
Christians love to quote Paul.
Right.
See, you don't want to get in this water with us.
Come on.
Which is why a lot of y'all say, well, you know what, let's just put the Bible down. Let's talk. No, I'm not going to put the Bible down.
Right.
If we're going to speak of the oracles of the Lord.
That's right.
That's how we're going to deal with this. We're not giving you our message. We're giving you what the Lord said to do. We vessels. Read that part again, my brother.
Come on, one come. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
You see that? Paul didn't even want you to have fellowship with them. So where you getting that from? We all got to come together.
Man.
He said the Gentiles. Those are heathens. Those are people who are not of our people. And he said not to have fellowship with them.
That's right.
Any more?
Makan, verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
One more time.
Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
You understand?
Right.
You can't drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. We're showing you what? The Lord, there's a separation. Man. There's a separation between serving the Lord and serving devils. And you seen what the thing they sacrifice unto. They're devils.
Nice.
Keep going. Any more?
A little bit more. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the devil's tables.
Come on, man.
And the table of devils. Same thing.
So how are you going to tell us that you're going to go out there and you're going to be part of his political process and all these things, which that's showing you trusting in them. You trusting in man.
Right.
You don't believe in the Lord. You don't have faith. That's what it really comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have faith that you can progress as a people without being a part of his political process.
Man.
You don't have faith in that. Which is why you was down there acting a fool down there at the Washington D.C. March on Washington 2.0 with that slick back nigga Al Sharpton.
Oh man.
You understand? So that's that. Let's go more into the story, my brother.
Come. All right, I'm going to pull this up. All right, now, again, just to recap the title for everybody. A video resurfaces, okay? A video resurfaces of white RNC speakers saying cops would be right to be on high alert around her biracial son, okay? Abby Johnson, a white anti-abortion activist who released a YouTube video supporting the probable discrimination of her black son back in June, is one of the featured speakers at the Republican National Convention Tuesday. The video was first spotlighted in June by right-wing news outlet The Daily Caller and was later made private by the Vice News managed to get a copy of it and publish it. Now, in the video, Johnson, a well-regarded figure in conservative circles for her anti-abortion efforts, spent nearly 15 minutes discussing her adopted biracial son and why it would be smart for the police and others to discriminate against him.
Now, listen. Now, it's shocking that she would say. You would say, okay, this is an adopted biracial son.
Right.
Okay. Now we're gonna get into this. Now, she said it would be smart for others to discriminate. So now listen to this. Now, first, now everybody would say on paper that it's wrong to discriminate. She's saying it's smart to discriminate. So now she's trying to use intelligence, right?
Right.
Intelligence as a reason to discriminate against us. You understand? So this is what, remember this. In their minds, it's like that Machiavellian play with the prince. The ends justify the means.
Right.
It's no different. It's no different than that white senator, I believe a senator that said slavery was a necessary evil.
Good night. Come on.
Like, meaning the ends justify the means. Meaning if it's going to give us the result that we want, then whatever process that has to happen, it has to happen.
Right.
That is how they think. This is why we say oppression is systematic. You didn't even use that term systematic oppression until you heard the ISUPK. Let's just keep it real.
That's right, Cap. That's very true. Very true.
You Black Lives Matter, you know we talking about you. You didn't even use that term of systematic oppression because the ISUPK were the first ones that told you about systematic oppression.
Right.
We told you that oppression is systematic. It's not personal. It's a system. Mm-hmm. That's why the Bible says oppression make a wise man mad. You have to be wise to understand oppression because it's a part of a system. Right. We said that on the streets of America, and you know you heard it from us.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Kana. So now, It goes on. Right now, Jude is an adorable, perpetually tan-looking little brown boy.
Listen, brother, go ahead. Please. I want y'all.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it back,
brother.
So Jude, Jude,
brother,
say,
there's a method to his madness.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying?
Boy, they slick with the words.
She's
Cap.
talking
Sick,
about him
man.
like he's a puppet. Dog. He's a cute, adorable, perpetually tan.
Tan-looking little brown boy.
Listen to the language.
Oh, man.
And I quote, a perpetually tan-looking little brown boy.
Come on, man.
Ain't this a bitch?
Come on, man.
Excuse my language.
Nah, go ahead. Go in on that. Good night.
Go ahead, brother.
Come. All right. Right now, Jude is an adorable, perpetually tan-looking little brown boy. But one day, he's going to grow up, and he's going to be a tall, probably sort of large, intimidating-looking, maybe brown man. And
Look at this.
Cap,
It should be a
man.
crime for her to even be able to adopt
Come on,
a Israelite.
You say maybe, Cap. Maybe.
Like
Come
this
on,
is why
man.
this is why we got to get our stuff together, black, Hispanic, Native American Indian people.
Boy,
Like what the Lord say that every nation have ate of her spoils. That is so true. Lord knows that's so true. That is so true. Like this bro here, he's going to go through. Like, can you imagine him living under her in a
Wow.
household with this maniac?
Wow.
And how she's going to treat him. And this happens with all majority of children who are adopted from these white people, man, whether they liberal or conservative. I'm gonna give you an example. I seen this made me think about a story, think about something that I saw. It had to be a couple months ago, and it just came to me just now. I was by Walmart, and you got to wear a mask to go in Walmart.
That's right.
And I've seen a white woman. She had a child, which was her child, which was white, and she had a black child with her. Now I don't know if the child was adopted or what, but she had the white child and the black child put on the mask, and she told the black child, "I don't like the way you wearing that mask. You need to put it on this way because you look like a criminal." Brother, listen.
Oh, you heard it, Cap.
Everything.
Come on,
It
man.
took everything in me, brother. The Bible, when the Bible said that mark them that sigh and cry
Right.
for the wickedness that done, it's brother,
Right.
it did something to me. And it's like, I just can't even really put it into words. It's just madness. You know what I'm saying? To know that we are subject to these people and subject to their type of criticism and their oppression. And then our leaders sit back and try to blame the ISUPK, these so-called leaders, and get mad with us.
Right.
You
Yeah.
better be glad that all we doing is talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Come on. Good night. All right. So now it says, intimidating looking maybe brown man. And my other boys, right? And my other boys are probably going to look like nerdy white guys, Johnson said in the video. Okay. She goes on to misinterpret a number of dubious statistics and promote blatantly racist concepts while discussing her son's future interactions with police. Statistically, she says, I look at our prison population and I see that there is a disproportionately high number of African-American males in our prison system for crimes, particularly for violent crimes, she added. So statistically, when a police officer sees a brown man like my Jude walking down the road, as opposed to a white nerdy kids, my white nerdy men walking down the road because of the statistics that he knows in his head, right? That these police officers know in their head, they're going to know that statistically, my brown son is more likely to commit a violent offense over my white sons, Johnson continued.
Now, listen, did you hear that?
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Did you hear what the hell she just said?
You got to be kidding me, man.
Now, listen, we all look at the numbers. We all look at the statistics. But we have a different viewpoint on what the statistics mean. The numbers don't lie.
Right.
But now how we interpret and explain those numbers says a lot about where we stand, don't it?
That's right.
It says a lot about how we believe who we are and how we supposed to operate. She is, do you know, what she's basically saying, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, and white people who may be listening. She is basically stating that young Black men, young Black boys are genetically prone to violence and criminal acts. Genetically.
Man.
You know what I mean? Genetically, meaning it's in their DNA.
Right.
This is almost like that movie, The Minority Report.
Damn.
It's almost exactly like that movie, meaning, and they have, these police departments are experimenting with systems to what they call predictive policing. Meaning they want to stop a crime before it's committed.
Right.
So you know what that means? That means you get shot in the back 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
When they said you had a knife, or they said you had a weapon, but it was a cell phone or a wallet.
Yeah.
That's what you're dealing with, brothers and sisters.
I mean,
I've told you before,
crazy,
over and over, you have failed
crazy.
because you have sought human rights from an animal.
Right. And
You can't get human rights from an animal, and you can't get civil rights from an uncivilized people.
heavy. And
You
Cap,
just can't do it.
listen, and Cap, let me add this, like, white people, when they, so-called adopt the Black babies, like, their intention is to do what? Like, I'm just going to give a strong assumption.
Mhm.
I'm assuming that, intention is to give the Black girl, the Black boy, a better life than they would have, by being an orphan or being in a home. At the same time, they're going to, give them their ways, right? They're going to, so that Black child supposed to grow up in a white home and not be a criminal. You see what I'm saying? And not be aggressive, because he didn't grow up in the ghetto. He didn't grow up in the hood. He grew up around white people. He was more fortunate. So, especially as a young child, he would just have the attitude anyways and grow up, acting nerdy, as she say. I'm going to use her, right? But, they can't change anybody because they can't even change themselves. All right?
Exactly. And if I could, you made an excellent point. But wouldn't it be? This just shows you how they try to mask integration as something that worked, but then when you hear things like this, you look at it like, okay, it's really defeating the purpose of them even trying to do it. Because if you really wanted to fix Black children and help, wouldn't you try to fix the oppression as a whole? Just say, well, let's change these laws, or let's do this type of situation where they can have more, where the fathers can be in the house,
right?
Or
exactly.
The mothers can, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But see, they know, once again, the Bible, you have to be wise to understand oppression.
Man.
Remember, Pharaoh got counsel and said, let us deal wisely with them.
That's right.
When oppressing the children of Israel.
Yep.
He said, let us deal wisely, meaning he had to deal in a systematic way. Not overt, but more covert way,
right,
of destroying us.
That's right.
Because see, if it was overt, we would know. We'd be like, damn, they hate us.
Right.
But some of our people are so ignorant. If you don't have the Spirit of the Lord, if you're not in the ISUPK and the Command Junior High, it's going to be hard to see these things.
That's right.
And a lot of the people who are saying things and starting to wake up, it is because someone is saying what we are saying. Someone is sharing these videos. That's what's going on. They're hearing what thus saith the Lord from the prophet. Remember this. The Lord said his word is not going to return void unto him. When it goes out, it's going to perform that which the Lord wanted it to perform.
That's right.
You understand? And these pastors, there's called them the self-appointed men of the Lord, self-proclaimed men of the Lord, they catching hell in their congregation right now. You know why? Because their members is calling us.
Man.
And they can't explain what. See, their pastors did not prepare them for this. I said this before, and I'll say it again. They have not prepared their members for these times. Right. But in ISUPK, we are fully prepared. We're built for these times.
Damn right.
I mean, we got everything you want up in here. I mean, your brothers got a hit factory down out in Texas. We got the music.
Come on.
We got the HVAC. We got we got it all for you, bro.
That's
Soon
right.
we're gonna be doing classical music up here. You ain't seen nothing yet.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We doing it all. You better come into the Lord's household.
Yep.
You better come at the dinner is ready. The table is set. All you got to do is show up. Christ said it. You understand? Everything is prepared here on the Lord's side.
That's right.
All you got to you trying to prepare. You trying to fix stuff on their side. You supposed to be coming on this side. That's the problem. You trying to fix a world that the Lord gonna destroy instead of building the one that He died for. The kingdom of heaven is in you. Stop giving them access to it. Go ahead, my brother.
Come. So now we have, according to Vice News, Johnson and her husband adopted their son at birth, and she made a name for herself when she quit working for the Texas Planned Parenthood for reasons reporters have questioned, according to the Texas Monthly. Now, as the video goes on, Johnson repeatedly doubles down on the idea that police officers should treat her son differently because he is biracial. Quote, so the fact that in his head he would be no more careful around my brown son than my white son, that doesn't actually make me angry. That makes the police officer smart because of statistics.
Did you hear what's going on?
That lady retarded.
This is a psychopath.
That lady retarded, man.
Now you imagine. Now hold on. So if she got the other white boys, so she automatically discriminating against him in the household. And meanwhile, they just had a 17-year white boy kill 2 people at a protest in Wisconsin with an AR-15.
Man.
You had white kids shoot. Well, when they did have school, we shoot up the goddamn school.
Right.
So who's more genetically prone to violence? White boys are making pipe bombs, ordering the bomb equipment off Amazon. The hell were you talking about?
Right. Yeah.
They getting special. They getting overnight delivery, making the goddamn pipe bombs in the garage. And you want to say, brother, keep going. I mean, like, you better pay attention. You better pay attention to this, brothers and sisters. You better pay attention. A lot of you think all we had to do is integrate. This is a wake up call for you tonight.
Right.
This is a wake up call because if these type of people exist, and that's why we on this live stream right now, letting you know these type of people exist. Because otherwise, you wouldn't think they exist, would you? You would think we in a goddamn perfect utopia.
Yeah. Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Come on. So now she goes on and says, but if he's on more high alert with my brown son than he is with my white son, that doesn't make me angry because that's just smart. Because hold
on. So meaning meaning you okay with him being oppressed? You know what this is really saying? This is setting him up. That child, they need to get that child from her.
Yeah.
Because this is setting him up for if he does get shot by the police. Imagine how she's gonna respond. Oh man. She's gonna say, well, you know what? He should have put his hands up. Or he should. She has no love for this child, and this is more proof. And this, my brothers and sisters, was a speaker at the Republican National Convention this past few weeks.
Right. Yeah.
She was a speaker.
Damn. That's what.
Go ahead, brother.
That's what makes it so pivotal. It's incredible. So now it says because that's just smart because of statistics. Okay. Now, if he acts in an unjust manner toward my brown son than my white son, that makes me angry. But statistically, if he's on a more high alert, I'm not angry about that. She said. What is? Yeah, okay. It says, as many news outlets have since noted, the number of black people in prison has nothing to do with the potential criminality of black people. Studies have repeatedly proven that black communities are over-policed, and black people statistically receive federal prison sentences that are 20% harsher than white people, according to the United States Sentencing Commission. Now, later in the video, she goes deeper into more blatantly racist topics using the false narrative that black fathers are not present in their children's lives.
You see that? You see that? And that's the problem. That's the flip side of understanding this.
Right.
She will blame the oppressed rather than the oppressor, knowing that the sentences they give us are way more stern than what they give them.
That's right.
Knowing that we are over policed, we're basically in an occupied state. Yeah, we basically look at what's going on. We state sponsored terrorism, getting shot in front of your kids in the back 7 times.
Damn.
And then being paralyzed and handcuffed to the bed. Like this is but they can't. This is why we say they can't see it. They can't identify with your humanity, brothers and sisters. You have to understand what we're saying in the ISUPK. You have to know that Commander General Yohana is right.
Yep.
You owe him an apology. Let's just keep it real. A lot of y'all been critics and naysayers for years. Now you're not talking that much now.
That's right.
Now you kicking us off the live stream when we come in the chat room.
Right.
Now you calling Mark Zuckerberg to get us offline.
Mm-hmm.
And when he failed to get the white militia offline.
We.
See what I'm saying? See, you can't see that's what the hell we talking about tonight, man. This is why, take me to Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 8. This is why you got to understand oppression. She just is saying here that it's smart to racially profile black people because of statistics.
It's cold business.
So it's smart. This is how they process information. She's saying that child, no matter how adorable, perpetually tan little brown boy he is, he's genetically prone to violence and criminal acts. But they would take one of the most violent beasts from nature and try to raise it as a pet. And try to give that beast humanity. An animal. Yep. So what is this saying about you? What is this saying? You're dealing with a lot of you and a lot of our brothers and sisters that study this. A lot of them are going into psych majors and psychology, and you hear the term narcissist and psychopath. Right. Let me tell you, all of those terms fit him, and you know what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying is the truth.
Sociopath.
Mm-hmm. Sociopath. All of those terms fit him. Right. All of them.
That's right.
You're dealing with a psychopath, narcissist. You're dealing with all these. This is what they are.
That's right.
Because they cannot see the error of their ways. Man. Which is why the Lord is going to send Christ to destroy them. You got people want to get mad with us and say, and we bring out that the earth cannot survive under these people too much longer. There won't be no more earth. And people say that's racist. You have, brothers and sisters, you have white people who are environmentalists. Listen to me good. You have white people who are environmentalists who say the exact same thing we're saying. Right now.
Yep.
They're saying the earth cannot go on with these people in power. There won't be no more earth. So how are we racist? Man. Explain to me how a white environmentalist can understand what we're saying is the truth about the earth. And it took Native American Indians to teach them about environmentalism.
That's right.
They didn't start that.
Yeah.
It was the Gadites who taught them about how to preserve the earth and take care of the earth. They was the one that laid the foreground for that type of activism. So they didn't tell me.
Yep. Man.
Take me to Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 8, my brother.
Come on. Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 8, and it reads, If thou seest the oppression of the poor, and violent perverting of judgment and justice in the province, marvel not at that matter. Marvel not at the matter. For he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and they'll be higher than they.
Do you understand what the Lord is saying here, man?
Beautiful scripture.
And listen, it shows you that oppression, Merriam-Webster's dictionary, the 1828 dictionary, it says that oppression is unjust or cruel exercise of authority and power. That shows you right there that it is what? Systematic. Once again, we know you don't want to get ISUPK credit. You don't want to get ISUPK credit, Black Lives Matter. You know that. But you listening to everything. A lot of you in there are radical. You more extreme than what those moderates are in there. And you listening to us.
Right.
You listening, you listening, you sitting there and you hearing the class, you watching the classes, but you still won't let go of that political and those different types of things that they trying to push up in there.
Right. Exactly.
And you see it's not working.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You getting popped in the head at the gas station. You understand? You go out there, you can get your ass blown off.
Right.
Because you ain't been trained, you ain't been taught how to protest. The best way to protest oppression, the Lord gives the blueprint in His Bible.
Right.
And it's called following His laws. If you want to protest, we're gonna show you how to protest. You come over here.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You're gonna show you. Really, you late to the protest, like Captain Yashimar said. You late. We've been protesting. You
right.
Late.
Right.
Hey, you talking about we out there You late.
That's right.
We've been protesting since 1969. You late. What you need to do is get under some brothers who can show you how to resist this devil. You understand? Read that scripture one more time, brother. The Lord is saying, when you see the oppression of the poor, the violent, perverting judgment, you have to be empowered to exercise judgment.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Come. This is Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament, chapter 5, verse 8. If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in the province, marvel not at the matter. For he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. You
see that? The Lord is higher. His court is higher than the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
Which his court is the Supreme Court. They just put that title there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a judgment seat is higher than that. And he see everything that's going on. He see everything. And guess what? He's showing you the evidence. That's why what the Bible says, there's nothing that's done is not going to be revealed. He's showing you all this before He bring His judgment. That way, when He bring His judgment, can't nobody say He was
nothing.
Wrong.
That's right. Yep.
Ain't nobody gonna when he destroy America, nobody gonna be able to sit there and say, well, you know what, man? America was getting it right. America was doing this. America was helping black people. America wasn't locking Hispanic kids up in the detention centers in cages with aluminum foil for to stay warm.
Mm-mm.
It ain't gonna be nobody. It ain't gonna be no. Oh, you know what it's gonna be? We know why. It had to be the Lord. That's how it's gonna be. When He closed this case here, it's gonna be all said and done.
Oui.
And Commander General Yohana, being a priest of the Lord and a prophet of the Lord, ordained by the Most High, is bringing your case before the throne.
Right. What?
He's advocating. He's not the devil's advocate. He's advocating for you. You understand? Under Christ. That's what we try to tell you. He's a bridge back to our culture, back to our God.
That's right.
You understand? And it behooves you to listen to Him and the men who are under Him in the ISUPK.
Right. Because
you see you ain't got the answer. You don't know what the hell to do. A lot of y'all talking, listen, I don't even want to talk about it.
Right.
The stuff you talking about you want to do if the election don't go your way. You out your goddamn mind. This ain't your country. This is not your kingdom. This is not your world.
That's right.
If it was your world, you wouldn't have to take down your pictures to sell a house to get a higher value on a house.
That's right.
If it was your world. You understand? If it was your world, the statistics would not look like this. You understand? Christ said, my kingdom is not of this world. You tell your pastor we said this.
Oui.
Go ahead, my brother. Any more on this?
That was it for the verse. Then we can go back to the story if you want to, or we can move on.
Yeah, let's finish it up so we can get up off of this.
Okay, come on. All right, so it says, let me see, using the false narrative that black fathers are not present in their children's lives, despite research from the National Responsible Fatherhood Clearinghouse about the myth of missing black dads. Okay, Johnston reiterates the point as evidence of why more black people are in prison. Quote, I believe the primary reason that we see a lot of the illness in our society today, and one of the reasons that we're not seeing a lot of what's happening today in our society, is because of fatherlessness, because fathers have not stood up and they have not taken their place in the home, and particularly in black homes. 70% of these dads walk out on their babies, Johnson falsely said in the video. Black fathers do not get a pass just because it is culturally different. Just because black fathers don't want to be in the home, and culturally it has been acceptable for them to be with multiple women, she said.
You see where it's going to?
I see it.
That's why we try to tell you, black man, what you got to do is protect your masculinity at all costs.
That's right. Damn right.
Protect your your masculinity is needed. Let me tell you something. And listen, they down in you right now with these statistics, and we know it's a lot of black men facing, and Hispanic and Native American Indian men facing. You putting up a hell of a fight right now in this place, just trying to survive. But let me tell you something, brothers and sisters, especially our brothers out there. You hold on. First of all, you come in ISUPK, and you learn how to change your life, and the Lord gonna restore you. The Lord will make you whole. You understand? And put everything in your life that needs to be put in, and remove everything that needs to be out of your life. But understand what I'm telling you. Your stock is about to rise in a few seconds. Your value as a black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian man is about to rise. If you come serve the Lord, the Bible says that He's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold.
Right.
That man is you.
That's right.
It ain't gonna be any kind of man. It's gonna be you. And the Bible says 7 women gonna want to take hold of 1 man in that day. You understand? Your value is gonna rise. What you got to do is come serve the Lord so He can restore your value. You understand? Let's keep going, my brother.
Come on. The CDC released a report showing most black fathers live with their children than those who don't. HuffPost reported. Additionally, black dads who live with their children are more involved than fathers of other races. Johnson defended her use of false statistics on black fatherhood, saying black people want to redefine black fatherhood because they don't like that 70% stat. That's crap. If Black America wants to start writing and talking about something, this is it, Johnson said.
Hold on. Let me say this. Now, I want y'all to, doesn't this counter the point when people say, well, I have a black friend, I'm not racist?
Oh, this definitely counters that.
Doesn't this
100%.
counter the narrative?
Excellent point.
You want to talk about the narrative? Let's talk about the narrative. You know how many people come up to say, I got a black friend. Well, guess what? She has a black son, adopted son.
Right.
But she's about as racist as you racists can get.
That's it. Yep.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Integration has failed.
Right.
I want somebody to challenge me on this tonight. Integration has goddamn failed, man.
That's right.
You understand? You want to highlight all the other stuff, but this is a prime example. You can't tell me she's not racist, and she was a speaker at the Republican National Convention. Do I got to tell you what her political philosophy is? Do I got to overstate that for you tonight?
Man.
Now, her having a black son, you know what this means for her? She get to speak on black issues now.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah. We never have a voice, boy. This black, see, we figured you white people out. You know we know you like a book.
It's so slick, Cap.
You slick. You are
right.
the most subtle beast of the field. Now,
right.
Because you have a black son, now you have the right to speak about black issues
right.
and being a black parent and what a parent needs to do. Because guess what? I'm doing the job that you couldn't do. You see? You see how this works? You see how your enemy has taken integration and used it against you?
Right. Right. And how our people need to stand up and say, stop adopting our children.
Yeah, it need to be. It
Right.
need to be an outright ban, man.
Right, and some law, a law against that.
All that child is a conversation piece. When she has her white guests over, she bring him out like you bring a circus clown out. And says, and look, he's black. Look at him. Look at his hair. And this child may end up committing suicide, man, in a couple years. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. He's and all he is, she's just trying to prove that she's multicultural.
Yeah.
All this child is just another bullet point on her resume saying she knows about black culture. You know I'm saying it the truth.
That's right.
I went to college with some of you bastards.
Right.
The only reason you went out there and you wanted to do the community service and do this because you wanted to prove that you wanted to get the job and you multicultural. It wasn't genuine.
Right.
Go ahead, my brother.
Khan. So Johnson's Twitter feed was full of openly bigoted content, but she has fought back against claims that she is a racist by using her adopted biracial son. All right. So now dozens of people online beg for authorities to look into how her son is being treated, and said it would be appalling that someone with views like this could be put in charge of raising a black
Ain't
child.
That what we just said?
Just said it.
And this is going on all across the United States, all across the world, man. These kids are trapped, and do you imagine the mindset? Like she's gonna raise her white sons different than the black son.
Man.
It's true.
Right.
Because she's gonna say that you're right to get stopped, and he's gonna look in the world like, well, what the hell is this equality stuff?
Right. And also it's gonna help to mask the racism even more, because her sons are gonna grow up, and the first thing something happened, Cap, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Oh, I'm not racist. I mean, my brother, right?
Exactly.
My brother is black."
Thank
right?
you,
So
brother.
that helps to further mask how the racism keeps going. That's incredible, man.
All this is doing is, and I'm pun intended, they're masking, you know what I'm saying, what their true intention is.
Right.
And they will use your enemy is slick. He will use you. He will use your own children. He will use your own seed to say that and this is what happened before.
Put him in the fire.
You understand?
That's right.
It was what made the Roman Empire great. There was, man, all up in their military, everything, man. This was going on. You know what I'm saying? Wow. This is how they became great. And this is why we telling you, man, that you got to be smarter than that. You got to use you don't understand wisdom. That's the thing about it. You don't understand strategy and warfare.
That's right.
The Lord is a man of war. There's more than one avenue to fight a war. There's intelligence. There's all different kinds of ways.
That's
There's
right.
more than one aspect of war.
Right.
And you don't understand that you were at war.
Man, that's heavy. Yeah, that's
you
heavy.
understand? This is what we trying to tell you in ISUPK, man. You better come here and sit at the feet of these men and understand how to operate and understand how to break the yoke of your enemy off your neck, man. You understand? The Bible gives a foolproof plan on how to protest and how to retain your integrity.
Right.
This right here, this woman here has adopted this boy, and you go, like I said, he's gonna be a conversation piece.
Oh yeah.
Well, you racist. Yeah. I got a black son. Once again, integration. Here we go.
Thank you, Martin Luther King. Right. Here we go.
Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. Thank you, Martin Luther King. Thank you.
Hold on. Brother. Thank you. Please, thank you for saying that. Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Nice.
I meant to say that in the last story.
Right.
Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Damn.
And no, what? Y'all don't want me to thank Dr. Martin Luther King? This is what his dream was.
Right.
That little black boys and little white girls will hold hands.
Right.
But they didn't tell you that the little black girl would have to take off pictures of her family in the house to sell it.
Damn. I mean, and Cap, it just, listen, what it also does, I mean, it's a psyops, a psychological operation that they're doing on our people, and makes us feel that, I mean, it's like, it makes us delusional. It's like, you can go right now, everybody, if you want to go look, And you can go on YouTube or wherever outlet it's at and look up, just type in Dr. King, nightmare. I mean, it's on there. He said it out of his mouth, straight out of Wide Shut. He said it. And then you'll still look at it, go back to sleep, and can't wait till, I don't know what, January 15th. Like it's absolutely incredible. Like, why are you still trying to push something? But we know because what? Because the white man is pushing it. He's the one talking about Dr. King this, and this is what he wanted. But clearly he said, right? Clearly he said it, that it was a nightmare. Now, who comes along? His son comes along. Dr. Jr., MLK Jr. comes along, right? So now it's solidified. What? Because his son said it? No, man, his son is paid off, right? His son is put up under the spell. His son has the mark of the beast, right? And his son has fear, man. And his son don't love black people, man. You see what I'm saying? So they carry on the same, falsified legacy, you see what I'm saying, of trying to integrate and bring everybody together when it's never going to happen. Man, listen, man, you got to,
Oh, no, what you're saying is right, brother. What you're saying is all the way right. Let's go on to story number 9. Let's get more, because we got more for you.
Right.
With the UPK, we got more in store. You understand? We're doing it in a major way, and we're gonna continue to clamp down on you, utopian Negroes.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We got more work to do, Negro. Let me tell you something, man. John Lewis, I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. A lot of these civil rights leaders, they are transitioning now. A lot of them, they are going on now.
Right.
They're passing away. John Lewis, two of the big icons that was under Dr. King, they just passed away, man.
Yep.
And do you know? And I listened to one of his last statements, his speech that they had ready at his funeral, and I listened to what he said in one of his speech that he wanted to give to the people when he had passed away. And in his speech, he said, "It is now your turn to redeem the soul of America." And brothers, let me tell you something. Brothers and sisters, I didn't hear anything about redeeming the soul of black people, Hispanic people, Native American Indian people. Not redeeming the soul of our people who are oppressed by America, but redeem America.
Man.
Brother, like I said before, brothers and sisters, we have been distracted. All these little movements, the gay movement, whatever kind of manufactured minority movement they done started, you have been distracted.
Right.
And our energy has been diverted. We are not concentrated on one goal. And the ISUPK is here to consolidate now.
Right.
The Lord wants us to consolidate.
That's right. Yeah.
And we are going to have it. Like I told you before, the race card, the NBA right now is shut down right now. I'm hearing they're gonna open up, but it had and let me Jamel Hill, who was a ESPN analyst, she posted on Twitter and she said something. She said that the NBA is shut down not because of the COVID, but because of racism. She said, let that sink in. She said that recently. Now, I want y'all to, didn't we say on this show that the race card would eclipse a global pandemic? Didn't we say that?
Verbatim.
We told you that the race card was going to eclipse a global pandemic.
That's exactly right. Right.
Game over.
I mean, and Kev, if I can just slide this in, like you said the word redeem, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and read the definition because that's what we do in the ISUPK. To let the brother who died, like that was one of the dumbest, idiotic words he could have used. So we're just gonna say that he never looked it up. All right. So now the word redeem means gain or regain possession of something in exchange for payment. Right. So what does America have to retrieve? What do they have to recover, reclaim, or repossess? Right. And so that's why you zeroed in on the souls of black people, of Israelites, because we're the ones that had everything taken from us in our possessions. We're the ones that have to reclaim everything back. America don't have to reclaim nothing back. Like that's the wrong word. And why should black people spend any more time taking a baton and then go run and try to help America? Like, you know, hey, R.I.P. John Lewis, man. You know, R.I.P. man. And the brother that went right behind you back to back. Okay?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, when you think about it, and this is why the Lord said that he come for the lost sheep,
right,
of the house of Israel.
Right.
I'm sitting out, but because when I look at that boy, whoever that is adopted, that brother, he's a sheep, and the
Correct.
sheep are scattered.
Right.
And we in all manner of all kind of stuff, brothers and sisters, and just searching for a way to get out. A lot of us,
Right.
they think we try to. It's like Adam. We try to cover ourselves in leaves and these things to hide ourselves in the garden.
Right.
But the Lord knows, you hear the Lord's voice. And he asks him, where are you? Where your mind at? Where you at? You understand? What are you doing? Because you know deep down inside, we the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man.
Right.
You ain't gonna sit there and argue with me and tell me that you know something ain't right. There's something in your spirit telling you this ain't right. This setup ain't right. This ain't for us.
Right.
You know it. You don't want to admit it. And it's an old Native American Indian proverb that says, you can't wake a man who pretending to be asleep. The old Gadite proverb, and that proverb is true. A lot of you ain't sleep. You pretending to be asleep, but you know exactly what the hell we talking about.
Oh man.
You know exactly what the hell we saying right now in ISUPK, and you know it's the truth. You know that your whole life. I was talking to a brother today about older brother 60-some years old, man. And he was telling me about the LAPD when he was in California in 1976.
Oh man, that's it.
Tell me what the hell we saying is wrong. No, what we saying is right. Now you prove us wrong. Let's see that. How about that? You prove us wrong if that's the case. We'll see how that turn out. We know how that turn out every time you try to challenge us in ISUPK. We already know how that turn out.
Man, that's heavy.
You calling us months later asking us, can we help you with your church?
Right.
Go ahead,
Well,
brother.
yeah, I'm giggling. Look, I'm giggling because, you know, that's that old saying, you know what I'm saying, down in Mississippi. Like sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just so much pressure. You know what I'm saying? Our passing of our brother, Sam Makataza, and then like just doing, like seeing the oppression just continuing at a high rate, and our people don't wake up. So, you know, I didn't mean to just bust out laughing, you know, but it was so right on. Like, I guess that's the only way I could play it off. You know what I'm saying? Else tears would have followed. Like, you cannot wake a man who is pretending to be asleep. That's you know. Listen. All you brothers out there listening to the show, okay? Listen, you can do it, but I'm gonna ask, okay? After the show, I'm gonna meme it, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put Captain Kahan's name up on it. Don't nobody rush and do it, all right? Because y'all are always doing that to me. Give me a chance to get off the show before y'all meme it, man. Okay, go ahead, Cap.
No, like I said, man, shout out to all our memers and streamers, man. Y'all know we in the stream.
Right.
They want to censor us, and they want to blackball us. They don't want to put us on the camera at the protest. They know we there. You know what I'm saying? They know, and the people. And let me tell you something. The real about people, they love us, man. They love us. The poor, they love because they love Christ. We speaking, a servant ain't above his master. We speaking the words of Christ, so they love us. Man. But the other ones, they don't like you know when you see us out there in the streets, man, them people love us out there. You know the poor love us. Hell, man, you understand? The crowd yell facts when we read the book of Acts.
That's right.
You understand?
Woof.
That's all it is.
Man.
So we're gonna keep doing what we doing.
Well, that's
all right. So what store we on now, my brother? Let's go to what store we on now? Story number 9.
Right, come.
Let's go ahead and crank it on up.
Most High in Christ. All right, y'all, we getting into it. Story number 9 reads as such. All right, here we go. Story number 9 for tonight. All right, now, university launches investigation after a black professor who was asked by campus security to prove she lived in her own house.
You see that? Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King.
Lee.
Campus security. And I want to say something too. And me and Yala, we had some conversations behind the scenes about different things.
Right.
But let me tell you something. You HBCUs, let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. You HBCUs, you better welcome the ISUPK with open arms.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now. I don't think this happened on the HBCU, but I'm letting you know what's going to happen on the HBCU if you keep trying to block the ISUPK.
Man.
Okay?
That's right.
I'm letting you know what's going to happen as a prophet of the Lord, that what's going to happen on the HBCU campus if you do not, if those who in power keep trying to stop the ISUPK on the HBCUs, and you know what we're talking about.
Boy. Good night.
The Lord is going to have these things happen. It's coming on the HBCU. If you don't, you better get the UPK on the camp. You better be welcome Commander Junior Hunter with open arms. Okay?
Right.
But just keep it real. Go ahead, brother.
I don't want to come. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Once again, you have the university launches investigation after a black professor was asked by campus security to prove she lived in her own house. So now, Danielle Morgan, she's a black assistant professor at Santa Carla University, was dancing in her room on Saturday morning when she said she was interrupted by a knock on her door. Okay. Now outside stood her brother, Carlos Fuentes, who was visiting her on campus after 8 months of being apart due to the pandemic. Besides him stood a campus police officer who followed him back to his sister's home. Quote, "I'm so sorry about this," Morgan said Fuentes told her. "They're demanding you come out and vouch for me." Now, I asked what the issue was, and he said my brother was in the bushes, and it was suspicious, and they thought he might have been homeless. Morgan wrote in a Twitter thread detailing the ordeal. She confirmed the details of the incident, which she shared on social media in an interview with CNN. I asked why I needed to show ID at my own home. He said, "Well, it's not your home. The university owns it." According to Morgan, her 32-year-old brother had been on the Northern California campus spending the morning reading his books and working on his computer when he was approached by security in the middle of a work meeting. After he was asked to leave, 4 squad cars followed him as he walked away. Now, the officer who trailed Fuentes home demanded Morgan show him her campus ID and prove that the house she was standing in, one of the university's faculty housings, was actually hers. Quote, "I told them that I was one of 7 black faculty in the College of Arts and Sciences and that our student body population is 2% black," Morgan, who
so you see what I'm saying? See,
right.
you giving them the stat. They ain't trying to hear all that.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Lee. Now she said, that our student body population is 2% black. Morgan, who has been at the university for 4 years, said, "I told them that the anti-blackness they espouse and practice is part of the reason why. The incident, which Morgan said has caused physical health issues and horrifying psychological trauma for both her and her brother, is now being..."
If I could, this is why the UPK is therapeutic.
Man,
it's therapeutic what we doing here. Let me tell you, even going to camp is therapeutic for a lot of brothers. But it's therapeutic of you, like it makes, you know why a lot of our people they dealing with racial trauma and things, because they've been lied to.
Right.
Because they've been lied to. The Bible says hope deferred make the heart sick.
Right. Man.
You understand? You steady hoping in this so-called fantasy of us all holding hands.
Mm-mm.
And now she has to go through a counseling. She probably can't even finish out her tenure at that college. Because now she's gonna be, every time she's gonna be terrified. And you imagine what our ancestors went through the same thing. You understand? Dealing with these people. Go ahead, brother.
Connor McCunn. Again, the incident which Morgan said has caused physical health issues and horrifying psychological trauma for both her and her brother is now being investigated by the administration. The professor, Daniel Morgan, and her family, quote, I am deeply sorry for the hurtful incident that happened today at Santa Carla University. Santa Carla University President Kevin O'Brien, right, SJ, wrote in a letter to the campus community, no work is more important than our efforts to realize a more inclusive, welcoming, and safe campus where all are respected and valued.
And if I could, this is why a lot of brothers and sisters in these sports,
Crazy.
I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but there's a lot of brothers and sisters that's transferring from these major, predominantly white universities
That's right.
going to HBCUs now.
That's right.
There's
That's
a
right.
real wave going on right now. You understand? And a lot of the HBCUs are getting top recruits and getting top people that's in different fields of study that's going now to their schools. And there's funding that's getting ready to come to those schools. So you better understand. And see, this is why we say that these things make us stronger. If you understand racism, you can only become stronger with the Lord.
That's right. Right.
You understand? Like the reason why it's affecting us so much is because we're trying to make it work with them.
Yep.
You're going to see the answers. You're going to see everything that you wanted answered when you stop trying to make it work.
That's right, Cap. Excellent. That's right.
That's what we're trying to tell you. We've been teaching you that in this school for years. Commander Junior Hanna, I mean, who've been shouting it on the streets of America. I mean, damn. And you know this. You know the ISUPK? We that group. We the same group that told you that Barack Obama wasn't going to do anything for black people before he got elected.
That's right.
We're the same group that told you that Donald Trump was going to come behind him. A president like Donald Trump was going to come behind him. We the same ones that told the black woman to shut her mouth in order to learn how to keep a man.
That's right.
We're that group.
Right.
Same you understand? We the one. Them. We are the group who have been telling you these things
to get out the feminist movement.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, I just said Slocky. I'm saying we the same group that was telling them to tell the black women to get out of the white feminist movement.
Come on, man.
Okay. Yes,
all of those things. If you want to go down the list, all of those. We were the one that was telling you about abortion. Y'all, I know y'all remember that.
That's right.
We with Commander Junior Hanna brought it out about abortion way before a lot of these abortion activists try to crank it up. Brought out the stats and all that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Made it more popular among black people to understand that abortion is wrong.
Right.
You understand? So I mean, it go like what else you want us to say? But we're gonna keep letting you know what time it is. Give me the scripture where it said, "This is not your rest."
Come on.
You see, no matter where you go, see, we can't make this place our home, man.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You look at the prophet Daniel. I think it was the prophet Daniel. He even understand that, you know, that wasn't his home. The captivity that wasn't his home.
That's right.
Joseph understood that, and he was second to Pharaoh in Egypt. He was second only to Pharaoh.
Right.
In Egypt. And he told the children of Israel, when you leave, when the Lord come to get you out of this land, take my bones with me.
Huh.
Take my bones with you.
Boy.
Don't leave my bones in this land.
That's cold.
You understand? His bones is not there like all them other pharaohs and them goddamn drug dealing pharaohs. They in some museum somewhere.
Man.
He said, take my bones with me, with y'all when y'all go into the land. Because he knew the Lord was going to deliver them eventually out of there. Because based on the promise that the Lord gave Abraham.
Man. Okay, this is we're gonna get Micah in the Old Testament, Micah chapter 2, verse 10, and it reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest."
You understand? The Bible says, "Arise and depart." What does it mean? Does it mean hop on a plane or a boat? No. The transformation you have to make is a spiritual transformation.
Right.
When it says arise, meaning stand up, stop laying down. You understand? Stop letting them walk over you. Arise. This is not your depart. Take your spirit out of America. And we starting to see it more and more now.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA players, and like I said before, I want y'all to know this. Them NBA players, they listening.
They are.
We had one of them mad with a brother out there in Texas. He flamed them on goddamn Twitter.
Right.
He got mad. You mad because we in the game. You mad because we stay out the paint. Stay out the paint.
Yep. And Captain Yatazak, taught in Austin, right? He did scripture breakdown, and he brought up what you were bringing up about, the brother who actually walked up and made what's that coon that's married to the white woman, Charles Barkley, and Shaq. They sat there while Kenny Smith got up and walked out, right?
Yeah.
And I told Captain Yatas, like I say, hey, you remember when we went to the CU game that day? He said, yeah. I said, remember when we took pictures with Kenny Smith? Like, right. So he went and grabbed it and reposted it, right? Like, that's spiritual, Cap. That's super spiritual right there.
Yeah, that's right. And listen, at a HBCU, you HBCUs, man, you better get in contact with the ISUPK.
Better. Right.
You better get in contact because, like I said, the ISUPK, Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, is at the tip of the spear. And I'm going to tell you, there's flaws in white supremacy. We the first one that told you that. There's flaws in it. The Lord had revealed to the Lord. He said he don't do nothing without revealing it to his prophets.
Right.
You understand? We have the Commander General Yohana has the revelation.
That's right.
All you got now. We know a lot of you Negroes gonna buck. We know a lot of you want to really come forward all the way up in here, and your organization don't want you to come in here.
Right.
I'm telling you to go against your organization tonight.
Good night. That's right.
I'm telling you to do that. The Lord is making a division in Israel. He's making a division between those who want to serve the Lord and those who don't. It happened before with Moses and it happened before with the prophets. Mm-hmm. There was always a split on those who wanted to serve the Lord and those who wanted to continue to serve the heathens in oppression. That was getting rich off of it. You understand? And that's how it was. That's why the prophets, I think it was Moses, said, "Come stand on this side." You with the Lord.
That's right.
He made. You just want to talk about separate? He said, "All the one with be with the Lord, you come on this side."
Right. Oh man.
You understand?
I don't know.
And I ain't got to tell you what happened to those. You can go read it for yourself. What happened to them? That didn't stand with the Lord. That challenged the authority that the Lord gave Moses. I ain't got to tell you what happened to them.
Right.
It didn't turn out so good for them.
That's right.
And it's not going to turn out good for them this time either.
Right.
You understand? Keep going, my brother.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
You see that? It's polluted, man.
Yeah.
And it's polluted, and not just the physical pollution in this place, but the spiritual pollution. The pollution that you are a problem with this society. In order for this society to function, you have to die peacefully.
Yeah.
You have to die. You have to be murdered quietly and not because when you protest or you say anything about it, you're the problem with America.
Right. Exactly.
How can you live in a society where you can't respond to pain? Just let that sink in for a minute.
Man.
You have people among us who are steady trying to make these people understand our humanity. We have to give all of these goddamn reasons why we should exist.
Damn.
Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Right.
You have to give 101 reasons for that you should exist.
Right.
That they should allow you to exist peacefully.
Which is what this sister's doing, talking to these cops right now, saying we're 2%. It's not a lot of us. Like the white cop didn't even ask all of that. But I understand she got to spill all the beans You see what I'm saying? And set the stage or whatever, and set the backdrop. Like, look, there's not too many of us here, but I'm legit here. Here's my this, here's my that. Like, God, listen, come on, Cap.
You can't like.
Damn.
That's the thing about trying to educate someone. Like you can't.
Oh.
Like their spirit is illiterate. You can't bring them on the level. Like you can't say, well, you know what? Because this is this. When you bring up the statistics, like the article we just read,
right?
You bring up the statistics of black men being, incarcerated at a high rate. They're gonna say, well, it's right, because see, what's really going on is the black fathers, and they're gonna try to spin it. You feel me? So you got what we're trying to teach you is our people is to be staunch on what you believe, the base.
Right. You
understand? And what's the base of everything? The foundation, the rock, which is this Bible.
That's it.
If you stand on this, what did Christ say? That you supposed to build your house on a rock. Not sand.
Not in no sand. That's right.
If you stand on this, hear me clearly what I'm telling you out there. That the Bible said this, that none have been failed that stood on this word. None.
That's right. Good night.
Out of all the mess they went through, in the end, they got an everlasting name in this book.
Right.
None that trusted in the Lord failed. None. It seems like they're winning right now, but you just hold on. You watch. You think 2020 was something. You ain't listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. Understand what time it is, brother. It's no time to be playing around. You better make sure. You better make your election sure while you trying to goddamn vote.
Right.
You better make your election sure. You trying to go out there and vote for somebody else. You need to be focused on your election.
Right.
Because Christ is going to make an election. The Most High is going to make an election. And you need to be trying to be in that number for the new government instead of trying to prop up an old one.
That's right.
Because America's on borrowed time. I don't know if you understand what time it is. You got so many enemies out there. It's trying to focus on you. The goddamn listen, they got so many enemies out here with these people. And they traitors in their own house.
Right.
They're traitors in their own government. You think these people loyal to America? They ain't loyal to what did Esau? Esau sold his birthright for a morsel of meat.
That's right.
They not loyal to this place. They want to fool you talking about they loyal. You got to salute the flag. Meanwhile, they working with the Russians. They're working with the damn Chinese. You think them Chinese ain't buying up them lobbyists, them congressmen up in Congress? You think that they ain't got no money they transferring up there? Your politicians are bought.
That's right. All of them.
All of them.
Right.
They bought by some other country that's lobbying for them.
Right. Exactly.
I lived in Washington, D.C. You go down on K Street, ain't nothing but lobbyists. Man. All kind of diplomatic cars from other countries down there with suitcases full of money, talking about it's a campaign contribution.
Wow.
A campaign contribution, my ass.
Right.
It's bribe money. To make sure you vote that the Ugandans can kill the Hutus or whoever the hell they killing over there. Don't say nothing about it.
Right.
Or invade this land. That's what the hell going on in this goddamn. It's the mother of harlots, like the Bible say in the book of Revelation. Get me started about this crap, man.
Right. Good night, man.
You understand? So I like any more on that, Brian, mean to cut you off, brother.
No. You good, Cap. No, that was it on the verse. A little bit more on the on the story though.
Okay.
Let's get some more on the story. It's almost over. All right. So now the the university president, her department's dean, and the director of the university's Office of Diversity and Inclusion contacted her following the incident, Morgan said. But she is still in just, she said, but she said she is just one of the thousands of black students and faculty who have been interrogated, detained, and made to feel, that they don't belong. Okay?
Look at that. The thousands, meaning there are others that she know that remain nameless.
Right. And
that's probably still under investigation. Go ahead.
That's right. No, I mean, I'm just, clarifying. She is Santa Clara's University assistant professor. Okay, so they don't care about, like, your status in white America does not matter because of the hatred that's systematically, inserted inside of the brains of white people. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
And if I could,
go ahead.
if I could, speaking on the collegiate level,
right?
Because of course, like I said, once again, the UPK, we can deal with you on any level. You want to deal with it on a scholastic level, or apostolic level. When you want to deal with it, we can deal with you on any level. But Cornel West said something, and he's a professor, and you gotta understand this brother's his credentials. I mean, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, all those different credentials.
Yes.
He's been there.
Right.
He's one of the top some of those political analysts and philosophical analysts as far as government. And you know what he said recently? It wasn't too much longer after I want to say George Floyd that happened. He said on TV, he said, I fear, this is what he said now. I fear that the system cannot correct itself.
That's right. That's right.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to understand that more and more of these people are going to lean towards what we're saying. That I'm just telling you the inevitable truth.
Right.
Real historians know where this country is headed. You got an imperial dictatorial presidency right now. You can't even get the goddamn mail now. They didn't put a stop on the mail. There was an article where there's food rot down there because they trying to put a bottleneck on a lot of these absentee votes.
Right.
You dealing with a dictatorial presidency, man.
That's right. Totalitarianism. That's what it is.
Totalitarianism, man.
That's right.
That's what you're dealing with.
That's right.
And you want to think that you living in a democratic society, my ass.
Right.
You better snap out of it, man.
Right.
You better get a hold of this truth. You understand? Before it get dark, you better trim your lamps.
Man, heavy.
You got it, brother.
Kana. Now she goes on. She says, Danielle said, it could have been so much worse. It could have ended in a hashtag with my brother being arrested or killed, Morgan added. We see this daily in the United States. So even though it hurts, we feel a sense of relief and a strange sense of gratitude, even before her encounter with campus security. Morgan said she never felt completely comfortable on campus. She never walked around alone at night and carried her campus ID wherever she went in case someone didn't believe who she was. Now, that's a shame. Now, the professor said she is struggling to figure out, how she can ever move on and feel safe in a place she has always loved, but now feels it doesn't love her back.
So right, exactly. Thank you. Exactly, and that's what Doc Rivers said. Coach said on the on TV. He said that America, we love a country that don't love us back.
Right.
Now I want y'all. Don't that sound familiar?
What?
Don't that sound familiar to me? Because I know I heard it. I heard it in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Right. That's right.
That's where I heard it. And then now, this sister here, who's an assistant professor. Imagine being an assistant professor, probably about to get tenure on that campus to be a professor, because that's usually what happens. If you after a while you're assistant professor for so many years, they give you tenure so you can actually be a full professor.
Right.
But imagine being on the campus and you have to constantly validate your identity.
Oh man, a psychological effect, Cap. What that does, man, our people, man, she's like trying to go to college to make something out of herself, to escape the ordinary. You're a criminal in the neighborhood. You're a hoodlum in the neighborhood. She's not in the neighborhood. She's on a college campus. On a scholastic level, and then still have to deal, with this type of madness. And, it sort of degrades her. And listen, Cap, a lot of our people, they're not warriors, if you understand. Everybody has their own role, right? Exactly. Everybody plays their part. And we look and say, oh, girl, don't worry about that. We deal with it all the time. Nah, somebody in the neighborhood shouldn't talk about our brothers and sisters that's in this college like this, because they're affected, and their route that they were going is traumatizing to them because they thought they were safe. They thought they slid in safe. I'm saying, and again now, that's how the Lord work out. I'm saying, you're right about that. It's to wake everybody up, all our people on all different levels, whatever your occupation is. I'm saying, whatever your specialty is, it doesn't matter. The Lord gonna bring everybody into their own nation of people, into their own land. And it's unfortunate that this had to happen for her even to wake up. But you know what? Even, and I'm gonna give it back, even before she knew that this was gonna happen, like that, you know, just like I just read, she was already looking out, having her ID with her. She already knew, and it's a shame that she's even living like that, and you know, getting these you know, good grades in school, and raising up this so-called ladder, you know, of respect as far as her educational value. But her educational value is nothing compared to her own value of being a black woman. Now she understands, right?
Exactly.
Damn.
And brother, what you're saying, let me tell you something. And this is why the UPK is so important, because this is a place where the strong can come and the weak.
Right.
Make no mistake, at the top, of course, every nation has a warrior class. And of course, in here, we straight warriors.
Right.
You understand? But this is a place where a sister like this can come here and be safe.
Right. Let the weak be strong, like the Bible says.
Right, and be strong. See, the place, this is what you don't understand is Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people. The place that you're looking for, that's perfect, and where you can feel loved and feel accepted, is among your own.
That's it.
That's what you don't understand. Like the place you looking, you like, well, maybe I can move to California. Sure. Or maybe I can move this zip code.
Right.
Maybe, no. What you need to do, like Commander Junior Hunter said, is fall in love with your people.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
That's what you like. Like the place you're looking for is among you, because the kingdom of heaven is in you.
That's right.
You understand? And that's what we're building in the ISUPK. That's why it's so important for here. You come here, your child not gonna get molested in here. Right. No one is gonna be able to abuse you in here. We're gonna love each other as brothers and sisters. You understand? Like that's what this place is about, man. Damn. You understand? Heavy. That's what Christ, that's what his mission was, to build that among each other. You understand? That's what the thing is. Like, we trying to find peace among them. That's why the scripture said, this is not your right. It's polluted. There's no way that we could ever be able to coexist with these people peacefully. It's not going to happen. And once we remove ourselves from them, segregate ourselves from them, take our culture back, and discard their culture and their religions and their political philosophies and so forth, you're gonna see everything that you wanted start to come to fruition. You're gonna say, "Wow, our families, we having a lot of kids now. Our families are strong now. That's right. And we ain't on drugs no more, and we got better health now because we know how to eat. The Lord told us how to eat. We got a dietary law now, and now the institutions that we tried to make strong, we got it now because we following God's law. Man. And I told you the last show we were talking about institutions. Marriage is the institution, right or wrong? That's right. Exactly. So now if the law is the foundation of an institution, then we already have our institution. That's right. You understand? He just got a courthouse or a building or a church that represent an institution, but what we have is spiritual. Whether it's a building there or not, we still uphold the institution. Why? Because it's spiritual. Man. You understand? Right. That's what people don't understand. When Christ said he was going to destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days, they thought he was talking about the temple, the actual building. Right. He was talking about himself. Right. That he was going to resurrect. You understand? And that is what we got. We got to understand, man. We are behind enemy lines, and this is what we should be doing, man. We should be coming together, gather together, old nation not desired. That's right. Good night. You're not desired, on the real estate. You're not desired, you're not desired among them. But guess who will desire you? We're gonna learn how to desire each other. That's it, Cap. That's right. And once we learn how to desire each other, brother, you going to listen. It's going to be the best way I can put it is going to be like the kingdom of heaven. That's the best way I'm going to put it. Because now we desire each other, and once you desire each other, you don't hate. You don't easily hate each other. Right. Exactly. You understand? Exactly. The poor among us are gonna be in the gates. They're not gonna be out there easy prey. They're gonna be among us. If you're gonna be poor, you're gonna live among us poor.
Right.
You're not gonna live among them poor. You're not gonna be out there where they can just drive by and shoot you. You understand? You need a hierarchy. That's what you need, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people.
Right.
You need a government
That's not gonna clear out.
Come on.
Right. That's not gonna get weak. That's a unapologetic government. Okay, that stands on the principles of the Lord, the God of Israel, and to establish those principles and those rules, those ordinances, those commandments, man, that's love. To establish that infrastructure, and then and only then, right, will, no matter what your educational background is, whatever you've been to prison or not, you'll still be treated the same way. And until we come together like that on that level, it doesn't matter. Cap, I want to go ahead and finish the rest of this too, just a couple of more. Okay, so it says, all right, Colonel McCunn. So now it says, the reason my story is widespread. I want people to hear this. The reason my story is widespread. People see my brother is a musician. He's a musician. He performed in Carnegie Hall. He won awards, teaches people piano lessons, and I am an Ivy League educated professor. And listen, and think that we make ideal victims because it's easy to say it shouldn't have happened to us, Morgan said. But this shouldn't have happened to anyone, regardless of their education or their standing. This is egregious because this should not happen to Black people, period. End of story.
You see?
Good night,
you see what's
man.
going on? Okay. So this is why you got to come into the ISUPK.
Right.
And I'm going to keep saying it, man, because you looking living testimony with these brothers and sisters in this school, man. Yeah, you're going to have to fight now. You're going to have to fight that demon that's inside of you.
That's
Make
it.
no mistake about it. You're going to come in here. You're going to be challenged.
Right.
The Holy Spirit is going to challenge you. It's going to challenge you on what you're supposed to do. You understand? And you're going to either comply or you're going to give in to Satan. And that's what you got to understand about this truth, man. You understand? So I want y'all, I know we at the top of the top. We probably ain't got time for another story. But I want to thank you for having me on the show, brother. There's so much we went into, so much we're going to probably get to cover next time. But I want to thank you for having me on this show. Thank all our brothers and sisters for listening, all our longtime listeners, all our memers and streamers out there. Make sure you share the show. Make sure you supporting the show. I think I want y'all got a Cash App out there. You can check that out. And then also too, more importantly, make sure you paying your tithes to the ISUPK, tithes and donations. If you a heathen out there, you can send in your tribute. Okay, let's start it off at $50. Okay, well you can send more, nothing less than 50 if you can. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you pay your tribute. Doing that, do what you're supposed to do. We got the camps rolling, going out next weekend. All the camps are gonna be going out. Also, too, once again, if you're in the North Carolina area, we're gonna be. I think we burying the brother on Tuesday, I believe. So our brother, Officer Makataza, man, much love to that brother, man. Brother, the hellified soldier. Loved the brotherhood, was a part of the brotherhood. We all loved him, man. And may he rise again, man. Kwame Yasha Allah. With that, I'm Captain Kahan Thamyar reporting live from hell. I'm out of here. Shalom.
Shalom, Cap. All right. Well, you all know what it is. You know what time it is, man. We're going to go ahead and go over this real fast. It is the shout-outs for all of the ISUPK radio affiliates, okay? We have a couple that are not on the list, which is our brand new ISUPK radio affiliate out of California. That would be One West Radio, okay? Geared and spearheaded by Captain Godard, man. Got my brother Officer Thaba One out there. Officer, let me see. I want to go and rank in order. So we got Captain Godard. We have Captain Kwamwal. We have Officer Thaba One and Officer, I think, Karataza. All right, if I'm not mistaken. And they have One West Radio, man, out of California. Make sure you check that out every Thursday. Okay, every Thursday at I think it's it immediately follows Cross the Line Radio. Okay, so go on ISUPK California and you can check all the listings of the ISUPK, which is One West Radio Show, all right? One West Radio Show. Want to make sure you check that out. So big up, that is actually up and running, and a damn good show, if I might add, all right? On the ends, or in the ends, I have to find this out. See, the on the ends or in the ends, right? But it is the radio show, and we have Captain Mashak, Mayam Banyamyan, right? Out of D.C., who has collaborated with Parasha, right, out of UK, right, United Kingdom. So it's on the ends or in the ends, right? If you all know it, you all can throw that in the chat room, and I'll make sure I get that right, all right? But you want to make sure you go to ISUPK United Kingdom, right? ISUPK United Kingdom, and look and find out when their classes are as well. And also, again, the radio show that they have, man. Poppin' radio show. Every time it comes on, I'm in there checking it out, man. Okay? We have Straight Gate Radio, right? Straight Gate Radio. That's my brother Quanaya Alaman out in Minneapolis. Want to make sure you check that out. Straight Gate Radio by that brother, man. Go ahead and go on there and look and find out when Quanaya Allah is going live, all right? Make sure you check that out. Straight Gate Radio, okay? We also have War Council Radio. War Council Radio, my big brothers out of Dallas, man. Big ups to Captain Yasha Moore, Officer Aisha Yor, right? My brothers, Officer Shadja Allah, let me say, what else? Officer Amath Gapun. All my brothers, man, coming out of that Dallas, Texas, man. War Council Radio. Stay tuned for that. I'm telling you, it's no joke, man. All right, you better look out for it. War Council Radio. Big ups to ISUPK Dallas. You can go and check out their Facebook page as well. And they have on YouTube as well, right? Dropping all types of classes, man. Excellent Sabbath service. Check out my brothers, man. ISUPK Dallas, all right? War Council Radio. Every Wednesday, you have the Inconvenient Truth. The Inconvenient Truth, spearheaded by my brother, man, Priest and Captain Slaki. I keep saying that. I guess it might happen. I don't know. But Priest and Officer 5000, man. Kazak Yard out of Los Angeles, California, man. All right. The Inconvenient Truth. Inconvenient Truth. Every Wednesday. You want to make sure you check that brother out, man. Heavy, hard hitter, man. On history as well as these biblical scriptures. You got the rest of the Yashikar, you know what I'm saying, in the building, helping them out, going back and forth. Big ups, man, all right, to Inconvenient Truth and my brother, man, Kazak Yard, all right? Make sure you check that out, ISUPK Los Angeles, all right? And also ISUPK Rez. Rez is ISUPK R-E-Z, Rez, all right? Check that out. You can watch my brother go live, man, dropping nothing but that knowledge, man, all right? Now, all right, so let's move on now. Again, big ups to all my brothers, all right, in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is, all right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move forward. We got a few more, you know what I'm saying? We are growing exponentially, right, which is a positive thing, right? And we're going to keep on growing, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep on growing, and ISUPK has more radio in your face, all right? So now we have, let's go and slide this over here. So we have Sharpen the Sword Radio. Sharpen the Sword Radio is my brother out of St. Louis, right? Captain the Gauga Boy coming out of St. Louis, right? Captain the Gauga Boy, man, coming out of St. Louis, all right? Sharpen the Sword Radio. Make sure you go to ISUPK St. Louis. Check when that radio show is popping, because guess what? It has so much information on it, man. Do not sleep, okay, on Sharpen the Sword Radio, all right? And make sure you check out their classes. They pretty much have classes all week, all around the clock, all right? And they have the YouTube station as well, YouTube channel as well, all right? Sharpen the Sword Radio, Captain DeGauga Boy, all right? Kaboom Radio out of North Carolina. You already know what time it is, man. Ayaza my brother, man. You already know what time it is, man. Priest and Captain, why I'm saying it tonight. Priest and Officer 1000, man. All right, coming out of North Carolina, Kaboom Radio, man. Hosted by no other. Aya Zaab, man, my brother, man. I'm saying all the way from Banyam Yan. You know what time it is, man. Check out Kaboom Radio, and make sure you go to ISUPK North Carolina and check out, all of the classes that they do as well. You can even check out classes from priest and officer Makatazai as well, right? Coming out that North Carolina camp, man. All right, under Captain Nayathak. All right. So now here we go. We're moving on up, man. Take Ground Radio. Take Ground Radio. Big ups to Captain Kapash out of the Indianapolis, man. Those Indianapolis, Indy Israelites. You see what I'm saying? I think that's how it is on Facebook. A fantastic show, Take Ground Radio. Listen, man, that's rough, rugged, and raw, man. You know what I'm saying? Captain Kapash is the one that handled that brother that rap, man. Waka Flocka, I think that was his name. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they had the brother shook, talking about we was too militant, right? You can check that out. Go to the street speakings as well. You can see Captain Kapash in full effect, man. Dropping it, man. Take Ground Radio. Got a whole squad, you know what I'm saying? A whole squad down there, man. I'm saying in Indianapolis, man. Check my brother out, man. All right, Take Ground Radio in full effect, man. Rude in Speech, man. My brother's out of Delaware. Rude in Speech, right? Rude in Speech. We have Officer Tazayawan, Officer Matazapa, right? We also have Captain Ariya, okay? Banya Hawadah, man. Dropping it out of Delaware as well, man, okay? You got my brothers all up there making it happen. Rude in Speech is extremely informative. And listen, I always give credit where credit is due, man, okay? The editing on that show is absolutely spectacular. You feel what I'm saying? Big ups to my brother, Officer Tazayawan, man, for holding that Rude in Speech down. If you are interested, which you should be, you need to go, man. Go to ISUPK Delaware. ISUPK Delaware, they are growing every day, man. I'm saying it's on fire, man. They're getting more people, and the school is growing down there, man. Excellent work those brothers are doing down there, man. Okay? Rude in Speech Radio, man. All right? All of that done, you know what I'm saying, under Captain Ariya, man. Make sure you check that out, man. Rude in Speech Radio. All right? I think it's on Tuesday, but go to ISUPK Delaware and check that out, all right? Okay, so now you want to make sure you never miss every Thursday, man, with Cross the Line Radio. Cross the Line Radio, that is Priest and Captain 13,000, Tazaryak, as well as Priest and Captain 10,000, Kataza. In full effect, man. Rough, rugged, and raw, man. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Cross the Line Radio, man. Every Thursday at 9 p.m. That's Central, 10 p.m. Eastern time, all right? Nice 2-hour show. Listen, call in, ask your questions, be respectful. They're going to answer them. That's what the show is about, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a live show. Y'all know what time it is, man. Cross the Line Radio every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Check my brothers out, all right? All right. Now, we also have tomorrow is Monday, right? Like we do every Monday. We have Let a Hebrew Speak tomorrow, right? Comes on at 10 a.m. Eastern time. All right, 9 a.m. Central, all right? Let a Hebrew Speak, man, with Priest and General. 12 Shield. Who? Hazayan. You know what time it is, man. Act like you know, man. General Hazayan in the building, man. Laying it down, man. Precept after precept, line upon line, man. All right? Let a Hebrew Speak. Also incorporated with that is Street Talk with Captain Akkad, Abarayam, and as well as my brother always in the house, man, Marah, Officer Marah. Big ups to you, my brother. Holding it down, man. All right? So Let a Hebrew Speak, man. Now, guess what? Immediately following that is my brothers coming out of Syracuse, New York. Syracuse, New York. Captain Azaniah. Captain Azaniah with the Hidden Truth Revealed. That's right. The Hidden Truth Revealed. Been rocking out before I even came in the truth. Good night. The Hidden Truth Revealed, man. Okay? And they are growing exponentially up there as well. All right? You want to make sure that you check that out. That immediately follows Let a Hebrew Speak, man. Let a Hebrew Speak is from 10 to 12, and then at 12, immediately following that at noontime, the Hidden Truth Revealed, Captain Azaniah, putting it down once again. Big ups to Syracuse, man. ISUPK Syracuse. Make sure you go online. You can check out all the information as well as the listings of when the show starts, as well as the classes and their Sabbath classes as well, all right? Street speaking, all of that, man. Go online, ISUPK Syracuse, okay? All right, so listen, man, tomorrow, that is a scripture breakdown tomorrow, right, at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. That'll be Priest and General 12 Shield, General Mahayaman. He will be doing the class for tomorrow. Scripture breakdown. Again, you do want to call, you do want to be in class, right? Make sure you share the class, like the class, all of that. You can ask your questions, get a thorough answer coming from 12 Shield, General Mahayaman. That'll be tomorrow Monday scripture breakdown class, 7 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Now, immediately following that, you know what time it is, everybody. Immediately following that is the Grill Radio Show, all right? All right, the leader of this great nation, Israel, Commanding General Yohana. Once again, all right, laying it down, the Grill Radio Show, right? And listen, if you are having trouble, you shouldn't now. You should already be on it already. And you should also have the ISUPK app as well, all right, on the Android phone, of course, all right? But, you know, the Grill Radio Show is on Black Watch. It's a new channel. Look up Black Watch, man. 2 words, Black Watch. Subscribe to Black Watch. You want to hit that notification bell of all of the notifications. Listen, he's dropping them. Listen, Commander Junior Hunter dropping at least 3 times a week, okay, updating us on every topic that's in America, all right? You want to make sure that you get those updates and be the first one to like it, share it. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? Learn from it as well, all right? He is the voice of God, Commanding General Yohana, man, the leader of this great nation, the most controversial man in America, all right, because he tells the truth, all right? The Grill Radio Show tomorrow, y'all. You want to make sure you check that out at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central, the Grill Radio Show on the new channel, Black Watch, all right? So we're going to get that in, y'all. All right, well, look, y'all know what time it is, y'all. With no hesitation, guess what? I'm back at you, man. Here I go. Priest and officer, 5,000, Awanya Allah, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasha Allah. Hey, that's my registry, man. Okay? And listen, I'm always rocking it every Sunday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. with my captain, Priest and Captain 13,000, Kahan Thumyard, reporting live from hell, giving you all the political knowledge you can get from around the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Locally, worldly. Listen, not only here in America, but in Israel as well, all right? And we're going to bring it to you, man, rough, rugged, and raw. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Listen, there's a T-shirt going around, y'all. Commanding General Yohana presented it, right? He already made the debut on the Grill Radio Show. Boot Up or Shut Up. Listen, T-shirts, man, they out. You got to get you one, all right? So listen, make sure you donate. $BUOSUR. Again, $BUOSUR, right? And listen, show some love, man, to the priest, man. Help us boost this radio show to the maximum, man, until Christ returns. You understand? Boot Up or Shut Up Radio, man. Rough, rugged, and raw. Y'all know how we do it, all right? Well, listen, man, I'm going to leave you the same way I came. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave you the same way I came. Shalom to all my brothers, man. And listen, make sure you pay your priest fund, all right? Donate to the priests and prophets of the Lord, man. Support this truth, man. All my brothers, my memers and streamers out here, man. All my brothers and sisters in the chat. Listen, I do appreciate your support. We appreciate your support, all right? Most definitely, man. Thank you so much. If you have not shared it, go ahead and share it, man. All right, share this, share this information. Don't be the only one sitting on it trying to hatch an egg, all right? Okay, well, listen, man. We're going to go ahead and leave the same way we came. And, I usually play some music, but, we are mourning, our dear brother, man. I'm saying a mighty warrior in this truth, man. All right, so we're going to go ahead and have a moment of silence on the way out as well, all right? All right, big ups to Priest and Officer Makatazar, man. May you rise in power. Hey, shalom, Israel.
And provocative. Also broadcasting live with priest and captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the holy scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America. The 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot up or shut up. Radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot up or shut up radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.